Do something to cancel it. Don't allow me go ahead. I was not up to 20 when I got saved. We sat down in a discipleship class in the 90s. And a brother came to talk to us about marriage. That's why I told the brother today, we're going to have the youth conference next year. And we're going to have a special section for the youth. We are going to sit down every day to talk about marriage. Because a lot of young people are entering into wrong marriages. And they are entering and divorcing. They are entering and coming out. They are entering and coming out. And our parents too. Some of our leaders, parents, we are not helping the matter. Because we have our own, what we want. We have what we want. We ourselves, we want what we want for our children. That is our own will, not the will of God. And that is the reason why some of them will enter it and they are not struggling. I sat down after hearing testimonies, two major testimonies of a sister that got married, a brother that got married. The brother, I can't forget that brother Sunday. Brother Sunday took time to explain to us different stories of marriages that they are weaknesses to. They went to one place to go and pray for a sister in the hospital, and the sister confessed to them that she's one of them. She's one of them. With bruises all over her face. Terrible. She was admitted. He said, but I made a mistake in marriage. The man has stopped me from going to church. It is so terrible. He said, I cannot even read Bible in the house. But the man pretended and entered inside church. That day. That's why I want youth to be here, even at 18. That day, some of us, I prayed and invested prayer on my marriage. I said, God, help me. I'm telling you, I was praying for marriage. I think I was around 18 or 19. I said, God, help me. I started praying for marriage from that time. I said, Lord, I will not make a mistake when I get to that junction. You will help me. Even if I'm making a mistake, show me mercy. I could have married a sister. If not for God, I courted with her for 2 years plus. 2 years plus. I was so convinced she was the one. But mercy brought me out. No, I did not court with her. We never started courting. Sorry. We not started courting. I waited for her. For me to, I was so convinced. I was waiting for my elder in the Lord to be able to, my father in the Lord to be able to come and give me permission. I believe so much that I said, I came to a point that I said, I will not marry any sister. Not God, even though you speak to me, I'm convinced. I want the man that you have brought around my life, that you are using to disciple me, to show me the word of the Lord. I want, if my father in the Lord, somebody I've taken as an elder in the faith, if that brother does not approve the sister I want to marry, I will not marry. It's not that it's a law. Are you following me? It's not this is my own personal something. I'm not following me. It's what I decided. I said, because the Bible says the amount of two weakness, something is established. I said, there are things I may not see, but this elder will see it. So I made up my mind. That was why he waited 2 years. I would go to him. I said, that sister, he said, brother, go and pray. So one day the wife told me and said, brother, I'll go. Can I tell you the truth? That sister is not your wife. I said, what? I know the day I saw her in the office. As I saw her, and she was doing something in my spirit. And I went to pray somewhere in Nnewi. I visited an Anglican priest. And I visited my friend. And right inside I think the bishop, this thing there, I was in his room. And I saw I had a word. So how can this thing, after everything I had, and I finished, I shared with my friend. One of my friends, I told him, I said, brother, see, God has come. After everything, he's telling me that it's not. I said, sister, mommy, don't worry. And after 2 years, I decided to even go. I said, okay, if you want to go ahead, no problem. It's all right. And it was in the process of that process that God, in short, I've started the process already. I've gone. The sister was still checking. When I went back and I went to pray. I was on my knees in my parlor when the Lord came to me and said, I did not send you. I said, after 2 years? He said, no. He told me how my heart entered her. I said, wow. I said, God delivered me. I have to call my father and the Lord. He said, I have always known, but I don't know how to tell you about it yet. I wanted you to you know how he talk now. And by the grace of God, years later, I saw that person. In my heart, I said, Lord, thank you. Thank you. You see this marriage thing? Young people, listen to me carefully. Listen carefully. Don't play with it. Don't say, any man I like, I will marry. After all, if I marry, if you don't work, I come out. You see, people think that divorce is easy. There is no divorce without injury. Let me tell you, even the one you say is a biblical one that based on the